Hey, I'm Chris from Yeasayer, and here with Sidewalk Hustle at Osheaga in Montreal 2012. I think, I'm really into like fully immersive light art, like in general, in terms of like without music, like Olafur Eliasson and James Turrell and different people, like artists who use light as their art. And so when we have a chance to collaborate with people who aren't just like a lighting designer who's like, okay, these are the lights in the club, red and blue, you know, if I'm like, let's build something really interesting, which is what we've done in the past. Even like on a minimal scale, like when we did at Lee's Palace, that was just my friend built all that from scratch. And but this time it's a little more involved because we've had a bigger sort of team behind it. It's a bigger project. So.
What you did with the scavenger hunt and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But why such an interesting promotion? Did you just like to mix it up?
Yeah.
Or is there something?
Well, you know, it's I guess it's an inevitable fact of life these days. When you release an album, it gets leaked. You know, I know that happened to us last time. It leaked like 3 months out. And that, you know, and that is a fact of life, but it's just annoying when it happens and you don't have any control over it,
right. Because
it's often these inferior versions and it's a mix and match like an album, and you know, it's just sort of like, it seems lame. And I know it happened to our friends in this band Beach House, and their record leaked, and it was just all this like, so we were just like, this is inevitable, let's just control it ourselves. And so we'd already commissioned a really awesome artist to make visuals for everything that we did. Because we knew it would have a presence online, and we were just like, well, let's just like drop it and beat. There's a certain point when you know it's gonna leak, kind of, because you start, for various reasons, like CDs are going out to college radio stations, and you know those college kids, they don't give a fuck about anything. Fucking spending their parents' money, getting high all the time,
yeah.
Leaking my record.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like art more than I like music, so might as well, you know, have an outlet for that. Sometimes I do. I don't know. So, and I'm maybe nostalgic to the days of exciting music videos that are well made and, holding album artwork. And,
Did you drop any cool videos? You did drop a whole bunch of visuals.
Yeah, man. You know we are. That's our thing. We make the best videos.
Tell us about the Fragrant World album art.
Yeah, that was, we were working with a friend of mine who's a designer, and, we got interested in the idea of Eurythmia, which is like the band, the Eurythmics, takes their name from this concept, and it's the idea of creating a language through movement. And so we got a dancer to do a bunch of kind of interesting movements to basically build an alphabet out of movement, and then that's just a shot that came from that.
The why?
No. I don't know what it is. It's not like a literal interpretation like YMCA shit. It's more like gestural things to represent in the way that say it's a broader extension of sign language. You know, you're not drawing the letter, but it's a movement that makes sense in that language. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was like definitely a time when I was listening to like one of the most amazing records that I heard was Sublime Frequencies put out a compilation of like Iraqi music, and it was the most like raw, crazy rhythmic stuff. But you know, things like that do influence what we're doing. But also it's not an overarching theme, I wouldn't say. We have an Indian guy in the band though, so people are like, oh, the Middle Eastern thing.
Right.
We're like, India's not in the Middle East, you know.
Yes.
Not at all.
So
not even close.
What are you listening to right now? What's your jam? What's on your iPod?
Oh man.
That you can't stop.
I can't stop. Well, you know, like that's new. You want to know something that's new?
Sure. Something that you're really, you listen to it and you're like, wow, that's amazing.
Really liked the Subtract record from like last year.
Did you catch him today?
And I think he's playing like right around the same time as us, unfortunately, which is a bummer. I've seen him before. I don't know, really digging like Gaslamp Killer, this DJ from LA. Saw him killing it in Germany. Baraka Som Sistema, who are playing here tomorrow. I like their live show a lot. I don't know. Baron Heaven put out a great record last year. They're from Brooklyn, they're friends, and I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff. On and on and on and on.
So the most important question.
We already covered the virginity thing.
Yeah. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Oh, you're the first.
Really?
I feel that.
I'll tell you my reasons.
Please.
He has songs that like actually say something, and it's just, to me, he just had his way of like, I sing in the band, and he had this like singing quality to his voice that just was so powerful, I thought. And also there was like a weird. I'm from Baltimore, and there's like a little bit of a Baltimore connection because he went to high school across the street from my house.
Oh shit.
And I know he hated. He's always talked shit on Baltimore and said it was the most ignorant place he'd ever been, which is probably true. So yeah, easy. That's easy for me.
That's good.